Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the New England Sports Center. You're tuned in to Hopkinton, Dover, Sherborne, girls varsity co-op hockey on HCAM. Tom Nappy on the call. Andy Ritz on camera as the Hillers have their senior night game up against Leominster. And we are moments away from the senior day ceremony. So without further ado, we'll send it down to ice side for the senior night ceremony.
Hello everyone and welcome. Thank you for coming to the Hopkinton Dover Sherborne 2025 Senior Night. First, we'd like to congratulate the 7 seniors from Leominster. Number 3, Sasha Gedlu. Number 6, Alyssa Allen. Number 11, Samantha Gowan. Number 17, Catherine Chaplin. Number 18, Rachel Simkowitz. Number 22, Madison Hemlin. And lastly, number 25, Carly Elo. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, starting lineup for tonight's game. First, for Leominster, in goal, number 30, Riley. On defense, number 22, Madison Hemmer. On defense, number 15, Fran Claro. At wing, number 4, Sydney Bellevue. At center, number 6, Melissa Allen. And at wing, number 7, Brenna. And now, for your Hockey and Hillers, in goal, number 1, Emily Coito. On defense, number 4, Callie Arthur. On defense, number 12, Sarah Brennan. At left wing, number 9, Kaylin Thompson. At center, number 11, Lucy Jean. And at right wing, number 7, Captain Savannah Rivera. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you all please rise and remove your caps for the singing of our national anthem by Hopkinton's own senior Margot Kay.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, folks, we are just about ready to get the game going. Hope you enjoyed the Senior Day ceremony. But now it's time for hockey. It is the Leominster Blue Devils and the Hopkinton Dover Sherborne Hillers as we are set for the opening face-off. This should be a good game tonight. Leominster 9-9-0 on the season. Hopkinton DS 7-8-2. Hillers just getting off a very impressive road win against Medfield as the pass towards Brenna Gendon to the near side is contested. Hopkinton in the white, Leominster in the blue. Hillers working left to right across your screen. Right now, Leominster in the Hiller defensive zone, trying to get some pressure going. Sent to the near side towards Gendron. That is sent back into the slot. There's a shot. Good save by Coito. That was from Patak. Into Leominster territory as the Hillers make a change. Just underway here. A 5 o'clock start to this one. And it's a busy Friday night on HCAM. We have this senior night, this girls hockey senior night, as well as girls basketball over at Hopkinton High School. Steve Spector and Mike Tarosian will have your call for that game. That game is scheduled for a 6:30 p.m. tip. Leominster racing in. There's a shot, and it's turned away. Good save by Coito. But Leominster getting the early pressure. And another shot there, turned away. And then off the rebound, trying to stuff it in, and it's covered up. So you had Simkowitz on the initial shot. Elise Herring got a shot in, and then Francesca Calaro got in there off the rebound. And it'll be a face-off, 13:25 left to go. So they got the full production for the senior day game. You'll hear a little music in the background as here comes the Hillers. McPherson driving in, takes it around, leaves it out in front. A swing and a miss there by Barroso. It was a good feed, but Barroso could not get the contact on that attempted shot that she wanted to. Along the end boards, Cholera trying to dig it out. So as I was saying, you'll hear some music and some good entertainment and a pretty good crowd on hand for this senior day game. And a very busy stretch for HCAM today. And we got basketball tomorrow. And a shot there turned away. That shot was from Hemlin. Sent out in front and covered up by Coito. So the Blue Devils getting a number of shots here in the early minutes. That last shot was by Gendron, Brenna Gendron, a freshman. But the Hillers, they need to clear the zone. You don't want to keep giving up shots like this. And that is deflected. They're trying to send it out in front, and it got away from the intended target. Along the end boards now. Sent towards the near side by Rivera. Along the blue line, that is Hemlin. Digging it out along the corner, Callie Arthur. And the puck squirts out, top of the circle. That shot just off the mark by Alyssa Allen. Well, I'll tell you, this Leominster team, they've been battle tested. They're a good team. You could put up a lot of scores. There's a shot there and a save. And that shot wasn't the most conventional shot, but getting it to the net was Sasha Gendron. Picked up along the end boards by Leominster. Simkowitz sends it up. Racing in now, trying to backhand it towards the net is Carly Iwa. And now the Hillers taking it into Leominster territory. Here's Jean. Jean gets through, takes a shot, turned away. A good save there by the goalie, and another shot, top of the right circle by Rivera, scooped up. So we will have a face-off at 10:59 left to go. Off the face-off. Hillers hoping to keep it in Leominster territory, give Coito a break. There's a shot there, turned away. The defender got the stick in there. That shot was from Cholera. And now into Hiller territory we go. Coito sets it aside as it's taken by Cholera. Cholera trying to work up the near side and pass to Jean. The puck got away. Now along the far side, good steal by Jean as she snags it away from Bellevue. Here comes Jean along the boards. Sends it over and it's intercepted in front of the net. Back and forth we go. To the near side to Gendron. She'll send it into Leominster territory. Picked up by Cholera. That pass intercepted and contested. Some good back and forth there before the puck squirts to the end boards. Sent out. And here comes Jean looking for a breakaway. She'll shovel it into Leominster territory. And now racing up the ice. Here's Hemlin. Sends it in front, and that shot just off the mark, contested as Simkowitz was trying to backhand it in. Sent out to the slot. Jean feeds it up the ice. McPherson, 2 defenders to beat. Gets around them towards the net, takes a shot, turned away. Good shot there by McPherson, and the Hillers, they're going to need to feed her the puck in this game. Bellevue takes a shot, turned away. Up the near side, McPherson putting on the moves. Into the neutral zone, into Leominster territory. Towards the net, and it's in! The sensation, Kelsey McPherson, makes it a 1-0 Hiller lead at 8:58 left to go. McPherson getting it done again, just breaking right up the ice, getting around everybody, popping it in. Well, the Hillers saying, hey, you're going to give us pressure. We'll get McPherson going. There's a shot just off the mark for the stick of Hawkins. Sent out and intercepted in front of the net. Sent up the near side along the blue line for Leominster. That's Gendron. Sends it back. Up the far side now. Jean sends it back towards the neutral zone. Back and forth we go. Now trying to race up is Iwa. And there's a shot turned away. Iwa sends it out, and the Hillers have it. Popped off the near side boards, and now bringing it up the ice is Arthur. She'll send it up. Leominster going to send it back down. Along the end boards it goes, and we'll get an icing at 8:06 left to go in the first period. Well, be sure to stick around at both intermissions today. We have 2 sets of amazing Hiller highlights. There were some tremendous games last week and some incredible finishes. So be sure to stick around at the intermission of today's game. Along the far side, trying to dig it out. Bellevue sends it over. Taking it at center ice, Allen. She'll send it back to the far side. Well, Leominster, they're finding ways to get a whole lot of pressure early on, but things have settled down a little bit as the Hillers have found how to get around this Blue Devils team and keep the puck towards the neutral zone. A pass into the neutral zone. Blue Devils looking for more pressure. Trying to track it down, Alyssa Allen. Sends it out into the slot, and that shot deflected into the protective netting. That was off the stick of Sasha Gendron. We'll get a face-off at 7:13 left. So they celebrated 3 seniors prior to the game today. And we'll certainly, we'll talk more about those seniors later in the broadcast, but 3 talented seniors. And the good news is it was only 3 of them, so a lot of this roster will hopefully be back next season. And I believe it's Elise Harang in net for Leominster. McPherson racing up the ice. And trying to pass out of the corner there. She was hoping to hit Barroso in front of the net. Sent back to the neutral zone, lifting it into Leominster territory. Arthur. And now back to the far side. Pass across. Here comes Hawkins. And it's intercepted, taken away, putting on the moves, Barroso. Barroso going to bring it around. Barroso sends it towards the blue line. A shot from the left point by Gunn. That was slowed up. Callie Arthur gets it back in Leominster territory. And now up the side, the Blue Devils go, and we're going to get a tripping call here. Grace Hennigan got the stick under a Blue Devil along the far side. It's going to be a delayed penalty. There's a shot turned away. Yeah, it was unlisted number 21, I believe, coming up the ice. I don't see a 21 on the roster. We'll have to figure out who that is. And Hennigan was trying to squeak the puck out, but got her stick right in front of the blades of the Leominster Blue Devil. So she is going to take a seat for 2 minutes, and Leominster is on the power play. This faceoff comes at 5:39 left to go in the first period. Into Leominster territory. Along the far side now. Jean trying to contest for the puck. Nice steal there by Gaughan. In the Blue Devils territory, no icing call with the penalty. Good clock burner there as the Hillers looking for the PK. Up the far side they go. Along the boards, Jean trying to sneak it through. Getting in front of Jean there, that is Hemlin. Sends it near side. Here's Calaro. Along the left circle now. And the puck squirts out. Backhander from the right circle, and it's covered up by Coito as Sasha Gendron tries to backhand it in. His faceoff comes at 4:35 left to go in the first period. 56 seconds left on the Leominster power play. To the blue line. Cross to the near side, sent up by Hemlin. Along the end boards now as they look to bring it out. And backhanded towards the net. Coito will take the safe route there and cover it up. This face-off comes at 4:20 left to go in this first period. Well, the Hillers would like to get it out of their zone here. You don't want to give this Leominster team too many shots. A scary situation there as they're just able to clear the zone. And wristed up the ice into Leominster territory. A good clock burner there. Sent across to the near side. Poking it out was Barroso as Gendron was trying to bring it up the ice. And we'll get a whistle. That'll be an offsides call. 3:51 left in the period, 12 seconds left on the power play. Hillers leading 1-0, courtesy of a goal at 8:58 by none other than Kelsey McPherson. I believe that was her 24th goal of the season. We'll have to check the stats. And a big hit along the end boards. Trying to backhand it in, but denied was Simkowitz. Nice job by Cholera getting in front of her. Now into Leominster territory. The penalty has expired. A very good PK for the Hillers. Great penalty kill. Along the left side, Rivera. Rivera brings it out from the wing, trying to send it to the slot, and it'll be sent up the ice by a defender, but it's intercepted by Jean. Wrister towards the net, off the glove of the goalie. It goes into the corner. McPherson trying to battle for it. Here's Jean. We're at just under 3 minutes left now in this opening period. Sent up towards McPherson. Wristed towards the net just wide as the Hillers make a change. And Jean pokes at it there, followed by Kelly, but Leominster maintains possession. Up the ice they go. Along the near side. Battle for it. And Jean going to take it. Lucy Jean out there in the first period, getting a lot of playing time on senior night in her senior season. Hillers looking for some pressure. Sent towards the net. And it was deflected out by the goalie. She was trying to wrap it up, but couldn't get the grasp on it. Then Kelly tried to shove it in. And there's a wrister. And now out in front. And the shot by Kelly is diverted. Along the back of the net now. Sent up the far side. A battle for it along the boards. Puck squirts out. Gendron gonna bring it up. She's contested. Ooh, I think we might get a call here. Barroso contested Gendron, and perhaps we'll have a trip. We are gonna have a face-off, I know that. Yeah, we're getting a call. Gendron's heading towards the box. So she's gonna get called for the trip, and now the Hillers on the power play. And 1:38 left to go in the period. Of course, if the Hillers don't score in that 1:38, they'll still be on the power play 22 seconds into the second period. There's a wrister towards the net, just missing there is Callie Arthur. Along the far side now, sent up towards the corner to Rivera. Rivera trying to put it into the danger zone. She's denied. Sent up the ice by Leominster. That'll burn some clock. Along the near side. And here comes the Hillers up to McPherson. Racing in, takes the shot, and a rapid fire shot there, but a glove save. That was a nice shot by McPherson. We'll get a face-off. Well, both goalies, Elise Ring and actually that's number 30 who's not listed, but they got two goalies listed. I believe that's the sophomore, Karina Eschbaugh. So it's Karina Eschbaugh up against Emily Coito. There's a shot just off the mark. To the blue line, Callie Arthur. Lifted into the slot and sent away. So far, a good penalty kill for Leominster. Just under a minute left on the penalty. 30 seconds left in the period. This might be the last attempts of the period here. Here comes McPherson, gets by a defender out in front and puts it right in, no problem. Smooth moves by Kelsey McPherson, and she has her second goal of the evening. 2-0 Hillers. That score comes at 19 seconds left to go. Well, it's been a great start for the Hillers. You saw Leominster getting a lot of pressure early on. Tremendous saves by Coito. Hillers hold strong. And then they are able to unleash Kelsey McPherson for a pair of goals. And coming away with it here is Kelly. And she lost it, takes a hit. Leominster trying to work their way into Hiller territory, and they won't get the buzzer beater off in time. Great starting period in their senior night game for Hopkinton, Dover, Sherborne. And at the end of the first period of play, it is the Hillers 2, Leominster nothing. And they will head into the locker room with some good confidence But we got 2 periods left to play. And it should be a whole lot of action coming up. But for now, we'll step aside. And coming up, we have some of the latest Hopkinton Hiller highlights. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Dover Sherborne Girls Varsity Co-op Hockey on HCAM.
This program is brought to you in part by TVLSports.net. You can view the standings, stories, pictures, highlights, and more about the 12 teams in the Tri-Valley League at TVLSports.net. TVLSports.net is an independent news and media website reporting on the TVL and is not associated with the MIAA, Tri-Valley League, or any town or school. On Monday, February 3rd, Hiller Girls Hockey hosted East Bridgewater, and the scoring got going in the first period.
Along the end boards, coming out with it, McPherson, wrister, and she pops it in. And the Hillers get the first score. 7:54 left to go, and the Hillers on the board. Picks it up. McPherson to Arthur. Arthur puts it into traffic, loose puck, and it is going to be another Hiller score. Kelsey McPherson does it again, just relentless pressure.
It was a 2-0 Hiller lead heading into the second period.
Well, the Hillers, they certainly had a big advantage in possession time. We'll see if East Bridgewater is able to give them some more possession as McPherson driving in, and guess what? She has another hat trick. A wide open break up the ice, slips by the defender and backhands it in. And just like that, 16 seconds into the second period, Hopkinton Dover Sherborne now leads it 3-0. Pearson being contested along the near side. And coming out with it, backhander, and it's gonna end up in. It was deflected in. Off the rebound. Gene back to McPherson. McPherson takes it around into the circle, takes a shot, and right in she goes.
The Hillers net 3 more goals in the second period and would end up taking the win 5-0. Kelsey McPherson nets 4 of the 5 goals as the Hillers improve to 8-6-1. On Tuesday, February 4th, Hiller Girls Basketball hosted Dedham. The game was tied at 32 heading into the fourth quarter.
Skip pass.
Back to Restaghini, launches it. Got it!
Timeout.
Tegan Restaghini from three-point land. McNamara on the entry. Long pass. Baharik with the block attempt, but Jamie Quinn pops it in. Now Quinn driving down. Got it. Big bucket there for Dedham.
How about
Seal it.
How about a three-pointer and a steal? That would be great. Right there. Get to launch it.
Grady driving in. Up for the shot. Count it.
Timeout.
And that keeps the Hillers alive in this game with 16 seconds left. She misses the first. So the Hillers, it is going to be a one-possession game.
Ooh, that's good.
3-point game. And Coach Greco wants to talk about it. Gets it over. Rabinovich up
Gotta launch it.
4
Gotta launch
seconds. And she launches it. Oh! Wow! Megan Grady ties it up. Wow! Unbelievable! We are going to overtime.
Megan Grady knocks down the buzzer beater 3, and the game heads to overtime, tied at 41.
Gets it over. Along the wing, Grady. Baharik down the lane, off the glass and in.
There's a steal.
Good steal there by Grady. Driving down Rabinovich. Yes! Abby Rabinovich.
Wow.
Baharik. Gets it in. Up and in. plus the foul. Abby Rabinovich.
There it is.
Up and in. There it is. Guess who? Abby Rabinovich.
Really?
Abby Rabinovich dropped 7 points in overtime and had 14 points overall as the Hillers get the big win over a good Dedham team in overtime by a final of 50-43. The Hillers improved to 8-7. Dedham falls to 8-6 on the season. On Wednesday, February 5th, Hiller Boys Hockey was on the road at Westwood. Westwood Media Center's Morgan Donahue and myself, Tom Nappy, teamed up for the call.
Well, to work it back to Timmy Malloy, sends it off to Blomqvist. He shots and he scores! Sean Blomqvist, on a pass from Timmy Malloy, finds the back of the net to put the Wolverines up 1-0, 4 minutes into this first. They got Dumais up top in the umbrella. Matt Donovan with the look. Shot, score!
Right in the left side. Such a small gap to get it through, and Matty Donovan sneaks it through. Preferably a home game or two.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, and we got a penalty called coming up again. Shot and a score by Timmy Donovan. There was a delayed penalty being called, but a nice pass coming out to Timmy Dunn in front of the net, and he roofed it up to the top left corner for the Wolverine goal and their third goal.
Westwood nets 3 goals in the first period. It remained a 3-0 Westwood lead heading into the third period.
Oh, and a
Oh, look at that! What a score that was. An absolute snipe from the top of the left circle by Parker Wynn.
Yeah, he used his speed to get back into the play. And
There you go.
Big goal there.
Pajoli finds Siglin just waiting there, and Siglin shoves it in.
The puck sent back in by the Hillers. They're going to work their power play. 3 seconds, 2, 1 left on the original one, so it's now 5-on-4. Shot on net, turned away.
Oh!
The second one ties it up.
Popped in.
Hillers tie the game at 3, and the game goes to overtime.
Allow the players to walk in on a shot like that off the crossbar. That was a shot by Sullivan. May up top finds Lewis, who's walking in. Shot, score!
Nolan Lewis nets the game-clinching goal in overtime and takes advantage of the power play opportunity to give Westwood the 4-3 win over the Hillers. On Friday, February 7th, Hiller girls basketball was back at home for a meeting with Holliston. Hillers led the game 20-15 heading into the second half.
Now coming in from the corner, the kick out and a long 2 there by Bauman. (22-17) is your score. Over to Simulus, who launches the 3 and knocks it down.
The Hillers outscore Holliston 11-10 in the third quarter and had a 31-25 lead heading into the fourth.
Still plenty of time, however. Underneath, Paharik kicks it out. Simulus thought about it, drives in, gets it back to Paharik. Through the defenders, yes! Holly Paharik. He still has time, but they gotta get some turnovers. Grady around the defender. Yes! Megan Grady with 12 points on the night.
Hillers outscore Holliston 11-10 in both quarters of the second half and would end up taking the 42-35 win. Megan Grady led the Hiller team scoring with 12 points in the win. Hopkinton improves.
We are underway in the second period. Now, they didn't take very long on the break. They got right out here and continued on. A 2-0 Hiller lead. Even caught us off guard a little bit with how fast they got going once again. Hiller is working right to left across your screen for this second period. As Leominster currently looking for pressure. Looking to close in there. A little body check delivered by Jean. Along the corner now. There's a shot turned away. That was off the stick of Hemlin. Along the corner now. Along the far side. Nice feed by Thompson. Here comes Jean closing in. There's a shot just to the left of the net. Into the neutral zone. Trying to turn it up ice, Gendron. And floating into Leominster territory, Kelly trying to track it down along the end board. She's contested. Brings it out, takes the shot, and it's deflected. And now here's McPherson. There's a shot turned away. McPherson already with a pair of goals. Looking to close in. And unable to get around there is Bellevue. Puck squirts out. Shot from the high slot turned away. That one off the stick of Calaro. Hiller send it into Leominster territory. And we'll get an icing call at 12:40 left to go in the second period. Yeah, both teams are excited to get out there at the end of the first period. They were waiting at the doorways as the Zamboni was still on, and they can't enter the rink until the officials do first, or at least enter the ice area. But the officials got out here quick as well, and that was the shortest intermission I think we've ever had, as that shot deflected into the protective netting. And Grace Hennigan heading towards the bench. Not sure if it was an equipment malfunction or... Yeah, it was indeed. They're going to bring McPherson back out. Well, hopefully it was an equipment malfunction. She didn't seem to be hurt or anything like that. Into the right circle. There's a shot turned away. Grabbed along the end boards. Puck sent out. Trying to come out with it is Beeler. Along the near side, there's a shot. It's deflected. McPherson racing up the ice. Looking to close in, and it's taken from her. Good steal there. Here comes Simkowitz. Sends it over. Lemnicki able to intercept. Along the far side. Leominster approaching. There's a shot, and off the deflection. It'll be Brenna Gendron putting it in, the freshman for Leominster. And that'll make it a 2-1 game. Yeah, well, this Leominster team, they're getting some good pressure. Finding ways to keep it in Hiller territory for some good sequences. And typically, Coito just so well composed in net, she doesn't let big deflections off all that much. But she did there, and Leominster has a goal. Here they come again. And getting tripped up is Bellevue. Well, she ran into the defender there. Certainly wasn't a motion of the defender. And that shot wide from Lucy Jean, intercepted along the far side by Leominster. Into Hiller territory. Jean gets it over. Backhanded into Leominster territory by Thompson. Leominster looking to approach. Getting out in front of it was Norrid. With it is Gendron. Well, both teams attacking the puck. I'll tell you, this Leominster team, they got some good speed as well. Popped off the boards by Arthur. Kelly sends it over. Sent up into Hiller territory by Maybon. Yeah, Leominster looks like they might have a few more players than the Hillers, so that could be something to watch too, especially as we get towards the later stages of this game. Along the far side, or excuse me, along the near side. 9 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. Sent to the circle, looking for Gone. It was Beeler. And there's a wrister and a save. That shot by Francesca Calaro. Well, this Leominster team, they're keeping Coito very busy in net. They are just pounding them with shots. The Hillers need to find a way to clear the zone and get some pressure going of their own. And covered up by Coito. You can hear Coach Chen yelling from the bench, cover it. Beeler up against Iwa. Back and forth we go here along the right circle. Popped off the boards by Beeler. And some back and forth along the neutral zone, sent across. And wristed towards the net. It's wide by Gendron. Well, one thing Leominster is exploiting a little bit is they're doing a good job at switching up the puck, where the puck is. They'll start off on the near side, load the near side, send someone over to the far side, and they're able to get the pass over to the far side where there's not as many defenders and work it into Hiller territory. And the passing for Leominster has been very good, which is one of the main things that are allowing them to be on the attack in the second period. Along the end boards, backhanded out in front of the net, covered up by Coito. We get a face-off at 8:17 left to go. Jean sends it over, Gone. Trying to work it up the ice. Along the near side, wristed up the ice by Arthur. She was trying to send it across. Well, one thing I've noticed on defense, Leominster, they spread out a little more than the Hillers are. I think one of the things the Hillers can do defensively, especially around the neutral zone and in their defensive zone, is spread out a little more so you can get bodies quickly to the far side if you need to. Sent to mid-ice off the stick of Arthur. Along the end boards. Wristed to the far side. Sent back up and around by Emlyn. Along the corner. Hiller's trying to find a way to get some pressure as Jean coming up the ice. She gets tripped up. Doesn't look like we're going to get a call, or will we? I was going to say that should have been a call, and it looks like we are indeed going to get a trip. Hiller is going back on the power play. It'll be their second power play opportunity today. The guilty party on that one is number 21 for Leominster. And she's not listed on the roster. I don't see number 24, so that might be Alexis Carson. Along the right circle, McPherson sends it out. Along the high slot, Arthur. Back to McPherson. McPherson to Arthur. McPherson squeezes it through. Cross to Gone. Gone battling along the boards. Jean trying to come out with it. She's contested. Wristed across the ice. All right, it's Laura Gaudet, number 21 for Leominster. McPherson with a shot off the post. To the blue line to Arthur, sent to the corner. Here comes Jean. Sends it across to Gone. Gone, top of the left circle. And that shot deflected. The defender, Carly Iwa, got her body in front of it. Sent out towards the point. There's a shot by Arthur. Off a defender it goes. Here comes Leominster. Under a minute left to go on the power play. Popped off the boards by Arthur. Here's Jean. Jean to McPherson. McPherson takes a shot, and it is going to end up in. It went off the leg pad of the goaltender and just floated right across the goal line. They'll take it. That'll make it a 3-1 Hiller lead at 5:35 left to go in the second period. Well, that is just what the Hillers needed there. They take advantage of the power play for the second time today. Into Hiller territory. Along the end boards. Sent out into traffic, deflected to the far side. Into the neutral zone now, taken by Calaro. And nice job there by the Hillers. Barroso gets the turnover.
Number 22, Kelsey McPherson.
And McPherson already with a hat trick today.
Assist by number 11, Lucy Jean.
Jean got the assist on the goal.
Time to goal, 9:30 in the second period. McPherson, Jean.
Sent over and knocked back into Leominster territory. That was a nice job by Lomnicki, sending a floater back into Blue Devil territory. To the near side. Intercepted by Cholera. Back and forth we go. Just under 4.5 minutes left in this quick-moving second period. We'll get a face-off. Off the face-off. That one rung around by Arthur. Towards McPherson in the corner and got away from her. Passed a little off the mark. And we'll get an icing at 4 minutes on the nose left to go in the second period. Well, an interesting game. Leominster, they're getting the majority of the shots, but Kelsey McPherson has been the big factor in this one, as she has found ways to get a couple of breakaways in that first period, and then a nice goal off a deflection by the goaltender in this period. And here's McPherson again. And that shot deflected. She had a wide open look at first, and then the defenders quickly closed in. Sent up into Hiller territory. Good job by the ref getting out of the way there. Here comes Jean. Jean and McPherson coming up the ice. And that pass intercepted. Kelly Sawyer getting in front of it. Along the near side. And a puck deflected. McPherson has it and knocked out of her grasp. Here comes the Blue Devils working into Hiller territory, into the left circle. There's a shot by Hamlin and a nice glove save by Coito. Well, the good thing for the Hillers, they got a great goaltender between the pipes, Emily Coito. She has come up with some big saves so far for the Hillers. On the faceoff, Barroso is up against Iwa. Out in front, and now along the end boards, battling it out, Hemlin and Jean. To the far side, that was actually Hemlin and Barroso earlier. Barroso now, trying to come out with it. Intercepted. Back and forth we go along the far side. And that shot turned away. Leominster looking for more pressure. And a breakaway here, Rivera. Savannah Rivera takes it, and the shot turned away, and now out in front of the net. And it's covered up. Savannah Rivera was in the right place at the right time. Puck deflected right to her. Had a nice breakaway coming up the ice. Took it into the left circle, and great save there by the Leominster goaltender. This faceoff comes at 2:16 left to go. McPherson, wrister, and just off the mark. I think she might have actually got a piece of the goaltender's glove on that shot. Here's Gendron. Pokes it towards the end boards and now sends it out in front, and it's intercepted by Jean. Good steal there. Jean flying up the ice. She's got McPherson behind her, and it's taken away by Hemlin. Hiller's trying to keep it in Leominster's zone. Racing up there was Gendron, and it's taken back. Jean and McPherson. McPherson works her way around the defenders, and then they have a couple more close in on her. Well, they're going to keep a lot of bodies around McPherson. There's a wrister, brushed away by Coito. Along the near side is McPherson trying to dig it out. Sends it up towards Jean. And a breakaway here, racing up, backhander, and it's wrapped up. Morgan Beeler racing in, got that backhander. We're going to face off at 1:04 left in the second period. Battle along the near side. Puck squirts out and put into Leominster territory by Thompson. Popped off the boards along the blue line. That is Arthur. Sending it up and around. Pass by Rivera, intercepted. Here comes Leominster. Simkowitz closing in off of Callie Arthur. And nice job by Arthur staying in front of Simkowitz. That might have saved a goal there. That was a good hard shot by Simkowitz. There's another shot turned away. 18 seconds left to go. Puck sent over to the far side. Hiller's looking for another breakaway. And it's taken away for the moment from Kelly, sent to the neutral zone. Along the far side, I think the Hillers are just going to let the clock burn out. And that'll do it for the second period. Both teams score a goal apiece, and it's 3-1 as we head into the third period. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Dover Sherborne Girls Varsity Co-op Hockey on HCAM.
HCAM Sports is supported by our viewers and by the Dentist at Hopkinton. Founded by Dr. Jill Tansey in 2003, the Dentist at Hopkinton provides state-of-the-art dental care in a comfortable and relaxing setting to patients of all ages. They are located at 77 Main Street and online at hopdent.com. On Saturday, February 8th, it was a Hiller hockey doubleheader at the New England Sports Center. In Game 1, Hiller girls hockey hosted Westwood. Westwood Media Center's Morgan Donahue joined me for the call.
One of the things that this Westwood team has, and pretty much more than most other teams in the TVL, strong numbers. Approaching backhander, and it's put in.
Sullivan.
And that is going to be a Kate Sullivan goal. One thing this Hiller team has gotten a lot better at as the season has gone on is attacking the puck.
Yes.
Not giving up a whole lot of space. That was one of the kinks they had to work out early in the year. Wow, what a shot! Kate Sullivan just rips it in. The amount of skill players on this Westwood team, they can tire opponents out.
Yep.
Arthur sends a saucer and it's in! Callie Arthur! What a shot that was!
The old saying, Tom, good things happen when you throw the puck on net. And what a goal. Shot that from in between the blue line and the red line and found the back of the net.
Callie Arthur sent to the penalty box, so it's 4-on-4 for the next 15 seconds, and then Wolverines will have the advantage.
4-on-4s are fun to watch because the ice is open now.
Here's
What do you see?
McPherson racing up the far side, gets around a defender, shot from the right circle, it's in! Kelsey McPherson ties the game at 2, and that'll go down as a shorthanded goal. That from the stick of Hughes. Hughes looking to approach once again. Wrister deflected, and it is in!
5 combined goals in the first period. Westwood led 3-2 heading into the second period.
Yeah, this Hiller team has really become a much better defensive team, and much to the credit of Coach Chin. There's a wrister, and it's going to be a score! Abby Presley!
Westwood adds a goal in the second frame and had a 4-2 lead into the third period.
So impressive.
McPherson again into the left circle, and she'll pop it in off the crossbar, and in it goes. Jean, a swing and a miss there. And now putting it up the ice, Cholera.
Comes Levering.
Levering approaching.
got a
Into
shot.
the slot, takes it, and it's in! What a shot by Levering. A shot diverted by Rivera.
Levering.
Loose puck, and it's popped in! Liz Levering.
Westwood takes the win 6-3 and remains undefeated with a record of 16-0-1. The Hillers fall to 9-7-1. In Game 2 of the hockey doubleheader, Hiller boys hockey hosted Dedham and celebrated senior night.
So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to start with number 13, Charlie Jackson. Charlie's unfortunately not here this evening as he's at a Model UN event, but please join me in congratulating Charlie and recognizing his parents, Cindy and Dawn. Next, we want to call onto the ice number 31, Connor Fryer. He's joined by parents Julie and Ray. Congratulations. Next, we want to recognize number 21 and one of our captains, Stephen Layton, joined by parents Liz and Shane. And then last, but certainly not least, we want to represent and honor number 16, Captain Parker Wynn, who's joined by parents Kristen and Matt. And then if we can get all the seniors to go ahead and get together, please, for one final group picture of you guys.
Hillers were happy to have James Hayward recovered from injury and returned to the lineup.
Passing up the ice, that's Brian Dune. Gets it over to the left circle, and Dedham has a score. Along the far side, Wynn. Shot, turned away, open net, it's put in! And how about that start for the captain, James Hayward? Pedroli gets a touch on it. Now here comes Iantoska closing in. Sends it into the slot and it's put in! Another score for the Hillers. Dougal. There's a shot. Oh, it got in! Went off the leg pad and just rolled right in the net. Dylan O'Connell knots the game up at 2 apiece. Trying to dig it out of the corner, Secord. Now along the far side, shot from the top of the circle, and that goes in 5-hole. That was Nick Moreno.
After a wild first period, Dedham had a 3-2 lead.
Stam racing in. Jammed up in the corner now with Wynn. Wynn trying to trap the puck. Sent to the top of the right circle. Rister, and it's in! Brian Doon with a shot that goes through everybody. And we are at even strength. Into the slot. Oh, another one. Tim Holton blasts it in. Behind the net, popped off the boards by Moreno. Sent back up by DaCosta. Ooh, taking a absolute beating behind. And then none other than Matt Pedroli blasts one in. Moore puts it up the near side. And the Hillers have the numbers here. Sent over and it's popped in. A beauty of a feed from Hayward to Resnick.
Both teams net 2 goals apiece in the second period, and it was a 5-4 Dedham lead heading into the third.
Turned away, puck still loose, and it's sent out. Top of the circle now. Rister by Wynn, and he pops it in. Parker Wynn ties it up. What a shot that was. Hayward up against Holton. Yeah, Resnick trying to send it out. There's a shot, and the Hillers take the lead. None other than the captain, James Hayward. Pedroli got by him, but Pedroli picks it back up. Sends it to the right circle. A swing and a miss there. As Colton Morrow tries to stuff it in, and then they get it in front of the net, and they're gonna get another goal. And that is going to be courtesy of Parker Wynn. There's another one wristed up the ice by Wynn. No icing. Sent across, intercepted by Hayward around the goalie. There he is, a hat trick. James Hayward with the hat trick.
Hillers net 4 goals in the third period and would end up taking the win. 8-6, junior James Hayward returns to the lineup and in his first game back nets a hat trick and had multiple assists. Hopkinton improves to 7-7-2 on the season. Dedham falls to 10-4-0.
Bay Path may have outgrown its space, but not its mission. We need your help to build a new facility that matches our capabilities and dedication. Join us and help ensure we can continue to provide exceptional care and find loving homes for animals for years and years to come. Thank you.
HCAM is supported by our viewers. Thank you. And by the Hopkinton Independent newspaper and online news site. The newspaper reaches 100% of the homes and businesses in town, and the website is updated daily with exclusive Hopkinton content. Readers can receive a daily newsletter and breaking news alerts via email.
Welcome back into the New England Sports Center. We are just about ready for the third period. A 3-1 Hiller lead as we head in to the final 15 minutes of regulation. Hopkinton, Dover, Sherborne in the white, Leominster in the blue. Hillers will work left to right across your screen. For this third period, Lucy Jean will be on the face-off up against Carly Awa. And it's been another tremendous performance so far by Kelsey McPherson. She has netted a hat trick already as the Hillers get into Leominster territory to start things off. Thompson trying to dig it out of the corner. Sent across there to intercept is Rivera. She'll send it back. Along the end boards. Leominster trying to move it up the near side, wrist it up the ice. Trying to gather it up is Simkowitz. And it's intercepted. Here comes Jean. Jean gets by a defender, out in front, takes a shot, and it's turned away. Jean sends it out. And a swing and a miss in the left circle by Thompson, and here comes Leominster. Racing in and backhanded towards the end boards by Simkowitz, and now the Blue Devils trying to get it out in front. That shot just off the mark. And a backhander towards the net, turned away, then off the rebound. It'll be wrapped up by Coito. What a tremendous save that was. Coito just so cool under the pressure. She didn't really want the puck to rebound, or if it did, at least go a little bit longer with Alyssa Allen approaching. And then Allen comes up and delivers a blast, and just a great save by Coito. Along the far side. Barroso with it. So it's our first and only regular season Friday night hockey game. You never know what you're going to get in the playoffs. As McPherson working up the ice. Oh, we're going to have an offsides call. We do have girls basketball coming up as well. You can see that on our HCAM TV channel, 6:30 p.m. tip-off. And, of course, also on our YouTube page. And girls basketball celebrating senior night as well. Steve Spector and Mike Tarosian will be on the call for that game. And then we wrap up basketball regular season coverage with boys basketball tomorrow. And a battle for it in front of the Hiller net, sent away. Now tomorrow's boys game was originally at 6:30. There's a shot and save. Nice save by Coito there. She puts it off the leg pad. It was originally a 6:30 game, but they moved it up to 3 p.m. because of the incoming snow. So if you're planning to go to or watch the Hiller boys basketball game tomorrow, it's at 3. There's a shot. A battle for the puck, and the Hillers have it. Racing up the ice, Kelly sends it over, no one there. And wristed back into Hiller territory by Leominster as they make a change. Arthur trying to send it to the near side. Leominster sends it back. So the boys basketball game tomorrow at 3 p.m. will be the last game of the week. There is one game we'll have during vacation week, and that will be Hopkinton Dover Sherborne Girls Co-op Hockey versus Franklin. There's a shot, and it's wide by Hawkins. Wide to the right there. Leominster looking to pick up the pressure. Sent out in front, and well defended in front of the net. Hennigan along the corner sends it over. So Hopkinton Dover Sherborne, their next game will be against Franklin next Wednesday. That's February 19th at 4 p.m. John Ritz will have the stream of that game for you. Unfortunately, I won't be available to cover that one, but you will have the video stream and probably a little bit of announcing as well by HCAM's John Ritz, as that's sent up the far side by Brennan. Pass across. Well, the Blue Devils, time is running a little bit low. They want to get some pressure going as Hawkins sends it over. And sending it back down from the blue line there was Calero. There's a shot wide. Sent out. Taking it into the circle and diverted is Calero. Sent back to the far side. Wristed up the near side boards, and a wrister there, and off the glove of Coito it goes from the stick of Sasha Gendron. So Leominster looking for a continuous attack here. Gendron digs it out, Puck deflected up the far side, popped off the glass, back towards the corner. 10:25 and counting left to go in this third period. Sent out in front. There to intercept is Arthur. She'll pop it off the boards, back to the blue line, wristed towards the net. And nearly sneaking it in there was Sasha Gendron. There's another shot turned away. Another great save by Coito. Puck deflected into Leominster territory, and that will force Eschba to cover it up, and we'll get a face-off at 10:02 left to go in the third period. Well, a great attack there by Leominster, but just tremendous goaltending by Coito. And good defense by the Hillers, keeping Leominster off to the sides, not letting them get that attack up the middle. Well, Leominster looking for another attack here. Here comes Madison Hemlin. Sent up towards the end boards. Jean trying to dig it out. Jean coming out with it. Jean has some speed as well. Here she comes up the far side. And defenders close in on her, divert her towards the corner, and now she'll battle for it. Back and forth we go along those far side boards. Sent back into Hiller territory. And we'll get an icing. Oh no, it looks like we're gonna get a call here. Yeah, we're gonna get a call, and it's gonna be against the Hillers. Leominster going on the power play. It's gonna be against Lucy Jean. Yeah, looks like they sent her for a cross check. So she'll take a seat for 2 minutes, and Leominster on the power play at 9:22 left to go. Big opportunity here for Leominster to get back into this game. There's a shot turned away by Coito. Along the near side. Calero sends it up. Now working it up the ice, Iwa. Iwa backhands it towards the net, turned away by Coito. Leominster able to keep it in Hiller territory. There's a shot off the deflection, and it's in. Initial shot by Hemlin. And then off the deflection, it was number 2, Kaylin Hawkins. So Leominster, they are right back in this game. That score comes at 8:53 left to go. And it's now a 3-2 game. Well, the Hillers, now that we're at full strength, keep it in Leominster territory. McPherson back out there. Hillers got that first line back out there as Gahn sends it up the boards. Pass across to the near side. Here comes Leominster racing in Gendron. There's a shot and a glove save by Coito. We'll get a face-off at 8:21 left to go. Well, one thing you got to avoid here, if you're the Hillers, you do not want to be shorthanded against this Leominster team. Sent out in front, covered up by Coito. Yeah, I mean, possession battle-wise, it's been Leominster. But shooting-wise, it's clearly been the Hillers, as we have a 3-2 score in favor of the Hillers. But all 3 goals from Kelsey McPherson. But Leominster's getting some good attacks on net. Coito has kept the Hillers ahead so far. Along the end boards. Knocked to the corner by Arthur. Sent up the near side. And we'll have an icing. This faceoff comes at 7:49 left to go. Hiller girls basketball just getting started up momentarily against Ashland, so go grab your second monitor. You're certainly going to want to see the end of this game here at the New England Sports Center as well. Here comes McPherson. McPherson up the far side, sends it over to Jean. That shot deflected. A good save there by Eschwa. And now Leominster looking for a breakaway. Jean getting out in front of Iwa. Nice job by Jean battling for the puck there and not allowing Leominster that breakaway attempt. Along the far side. Sent over to Rivera, who has a one-on-one. Rivera takes a shot. It's a little wide. Defender got a piece of it. Leominster trying to force their way back into Hiller territory. Well, Hopkins and Dover Sherborne, they got a busy schedule coming up, so they've been getting all the lines out there, and they're going to have to rely on this first line heavily in this third period if it remains a one-score game. Into the right circle, there's a shot, and it's off the mark by Bellevue. Sent over. Kelly racing up the ice. Kelly into the left circle, sends it towards the net. Deflected to the end boards. Popped off the end boards. And a turnaround shot there, and it was off the mark. Went right to Barroso, who tried to take it, and the defender able to block that one. Gendron sends it over. We're under 6 minutes left to go now in this third period. Puck deflects to the corner. Digging it out, Barroso. Yeah, I think one of the strategies by Coach Chid, knowing that this Leominster team very talented, you're going to have to rely on the first line a lot in this third period, is he got some of the other lines in there, maybe a little more than he normally would in the first couple of periods, to make sure that they're well rested to get through the final minutes of this game. 5:36 left to go. Face off in Hiller territory. Top of the circle, there's a shot off a defender. Puck deflected into the neutral zone. Wristed back up the ice. Sent over by Callie Arthur. Along the blue line, there's a shot, and deflected by Arthur. Blue Devils working back into Hiller territory. Here comes Calero. Calero certainly a danger for the Hillers. She has some smooth moves and a powerful shot. Along the end boards, sent over. And it'll squirt into Leominster territory, and we'll get an icing. 4:48 left to go. But we will have a face-off in Hiller territory. So Kelsey McPherson up to 22 goals on the season. Hat trick today, and that's why the Hillers currently have the lead, but that is going to break the lead as the shot was deflected by Coito and went into the net, and that was off the stick of Rachel Simkowitz. We are knotted up at 3 apiece. That score comes at 4:44 left to go. And just like that, we're tied up. Leominster feeling it. Top of the circle, there's a shot into traffic, it's blocked. Sent across by Simkowitz. Racing in, and that pass just misses the intended target. A little too much heat on that pass there. Hillers could really use a clear right now. Well, there's a shot turned away. Off the deflection, sent just wide of the net by Hawkins. That last shot was Carlson. Sent to the far side, and the Hillers finally able to clear, and they're going to make a change. Yeah, that's been one thing, too. Leominster's been keeping the puck in Hiller territory. It's been very difficult for them to change up their line when they want to. Rivera trying to sneak in there. First line back out there for the Hillers. Rivera trying to intercept. Sends it over to the left circle. There's a shot turned away off the deflection, and it's just wide. Good pressure there. That was Kelsey McPherson once again, and here comes McPherson. McPherson looking for the go-ahead goal into the left circle, and it's covered up. We'll get a face-off at 3:10 left to go. Well, of course, if this game remains tied at the end of regulation, there'll be a 5-minute 4-on-4 sudden death overtime. Leominster desperately trying to work it into Hiller territory. McPherson takes it away, and it's knocked away from her. Here comes Simkowitz. Puts it towards the net, turned away. Along the near side. Jean now coming out with it. Putting on the moves. Jean catches it off the deflection. Popped off the boards, and it'll get back into Hiller territory. Here comes Arthur. Wrists it into Leominster territory. Backhanded up the ice. Battle for it along the boards. Gone, pops it off the boards. Along the far side. Deflected. Racing up, it's poked out. Right under 2 minutes left of regulation. And it's sent over. Arthur sends it up. There's a shot off the mark along the end boards. And we have a tangle up and some extracurricular activity. Oh, game getting a little chippy out there. Callie Arthur going at it with, trying to see the number for Leominster. It's going to be a penalty on both of them. That was number 7, Brenna Gendron. So Callie Arthur, Brenna Gendron going to take a seat. I don't know if that's going to be a 5-minute major because it was some pushing and shoving. We'll see. All right, it's going to be 2 minutes. I think that's the right call. I mean, it's a physical game. You know, they're both teams battling really hard out there. You know, things are obviously going to get a little tense sometimes. All right, we're ready to continue on. 1:38 left to go. Who's going to take this game? That is sent wide. Along the far side, McPherson has it. McPherson, ooh, loses it there. And it'll be covered up by Coito. Yeah, I'd say that was a smart move by Coito. Cover it up, regroup. Yeah, McPherson had a lane, just lost the puck on the handle there, which is very rare. Here come the Hillers. Battle for it along the near side. McPherson trying to come out with it. She's contested, getting a piece of it. Beeler. And now here comes Leominster. Simkowitz sends it up. Crashing in was Rivera. Backhanded up the ice by Beeler. And off the stick of Beeler it goes to the near side. Leominster trying to work it back into Hiller territory. Hiller's keeping them in the neutral zone for the most part as that one's set up. 30 seconds left. Top of the circle, driving in. Along the far side now. Backhanded towards the slot, backhanded out by Beeler. Into Leominster territory. 10 seconds left in regulation. Jean has it. Jean gonna bring it around. And that'll do it. We're going to overtime. Tied up at 3 apiece. Leominster netting 2 goals in the period, and we will head to a 5-minute overtime. 4-on-4 sudden death overtime. It should be a lot of fun, so stick around. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Dover Sherborne Girls Varsity Hockey on HCAM.
Bay Path may have outgrown its space, but not its mission. We need your help to build a new facility that matches our capabilities and dedication. Join us and help ensure we can continue to provide exceptional care and find loving homes for animals for years and years to come. Thank you.
Welcome back to the New England Sports Center. We have extra hockey, 5 minutes on the clock. 4-on-4, sudden death overtime. Anyone scores a goal, this game's over. A 3-3 game. Leominster with quite a comeback in that third period, able to net a couple goals to get right back in it. We're in Hiller territory, a wrister there, good save by Coito. That shot by Calero. We're gonna face off 20 seconds in. And of course, if the game remains tied after this overtime, it'll end in a tie. Into the slot, Hiller's trying to clear, McPherson with it. McPherson racing up the far side, takes a shot, and it's covered up. Well, Leominster, they're not giving McPherson much space to work with. They've learned their lesson. They had 2 defenders in front of her, 1 directly on her, not giving her much space. Still a great shot there. Of course, McPherson has a tremendous shot. She can shoot the long puck as well. But she'd rather, of course, get closer to the net, but Leominster's going to try to avoid that. The question is it possible? Along the far side. Blue Devils trying to work their way into Hiller territory, stolen away by Jean. Here comes Jean and McPherson, leaves it behind for McPherson. Closing in into the slot and is contested. Good defense by Leominster. Along the near side, looking to close in into the left circle. Jean trying to intercept, and it's put in, and Leominster's going to win. Brenna Gendron with the game-winning goal for the Blue Devils. And that'll do it. A heartbreaker on senior night for the Hillers. Tough loss to take. But more than likely, this Hiller team going to get into the playoffs. A couple more games left to go for the regular season, and a couple of very winnable games as well. Tough loss here today, but hats off to this Leominster team. They really gave a whole lot of pressure, and certainly a good comeback win by them. Leominster improves to 10-9-0. Hillers fall to 7-9-2. And that is just about going to do it for our coverage here today. For Andy Ritz on camera, I'm Tom Nappy. We thank you for watching Hopkinton Dover Sherborne Girls Varsity Hockey on HCAM. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and we will talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody. Wait.